This is Drive with Emily and Taco.
So welcome back to the station, everyone. So it's Emily and Taco here for the drive home, and we've got Kelsey here from We Band Together.
Hello.
How you doing, Kelsey?
Good, all the way from Canada.
All the way from Canada. So you are in charge of an Instagram page called We_band_together. What is
correct.
that?
So We Band Together is basically our Instagram handle that supports our online mental health community. So basically what we've done is we've created a safe and supportive mental health community for people that are struggling with mental health and really just want to get a handle on trying to better their mental health moving forward.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and especially in this day and age where mental health levels seem to be rising across the globe as well, not just in Australia. Over here we hear a lot of media about the rise in anxiety and depression in particular.
Right.
Yeah, globally it's been, along the last couple of decades and stuff like that, a massive issue. So the website is a really awesome resource for any of those who are listening, wanting to find out more about mental health or connect with people or resources to learn about that.
Definitely. How does the page work?
So basically what our vision is at Band Together Community is to be a community that encourages hope, solidarity, and belonging while trying to eliminate or lower the effects of shame, isolation, and stigma. So that's basically the vision that we have at Band Together Community. What we try and do on the website is we really try and focus on three key areas in order to kind of make that vision happen. And those three areas that we focus in on is the ability to share your story, wear your story, and then get connected with our community. So we can talk about all three of those if you want, but basically we've broken down our website into those three categories just to try and make it simple for people, but we really believe there's a lot of value in those three focuses that we're really initiating.
And what do you mean by share your story? How does that work on the website?
Yeah, so basically on the website, it's really cool. So to give you a bit of a backstory, I'm actually a police officer over in Canada. I've been doing that for 9 years. I love the work, but it can be very stressful like any other job. And throughout the course of my life, I've never really experienced or hadn't experienced any issues related to mental health concerns that really caused me to experience any kind of crisis. But about a year ago, I started to experience panic and anxiety attacks, and fairly severe to the point where it actually took me into the hospital. I was off work for 6 weeks on disability, have since returned, and have really just found a lot of comfort in coping strategies and having a supportive community around me. Really just learning how to slow things down and really kind of keep a handle on my level of anxiety. Medication has really helped out too, and I think there's a lot of stigma and sometimes even shame that comes with a lot of that stuff. And so what I found extremely helpful in my situation, and really the reason why we started the Band Together community, was I felt there was so much value in being able to share my story with other people, in realizing that I wasn't alone in my struggle. And I experienced so much freedom with hearing other people who had shared similar stories, had similar symptoms to me, and really it reinforced in my mind, because it was a pretty dark time in my life. I'm married, I have 3 young girls, and so I have a family, but it reinforced that, okay, I'm not going crazy. These are normal symptoms that I'm experiencing, and having that ability to share my story and relate with other people was just gave me so much freedom and encouragement. And so we really wanted to provide that opportunity for people to share their story on our website, understanding that sometimes there can be a lot of reservations because you're risking, right, in sharing your story. So what we've done is we've created an anonymous portal where people can go in and anonymously share their stories. What happens is we anonymously receive, so your name is not even attached to the submission. We anonymously receive your story, and then we just basically take a line out of it that becomes the title and post it directly on our website.
That's
so
great.
that people can read. Yeah, so right now we have 43 stories up there that people can read through.
Yeah, we're actually on the website right now. We're looking through some.
Oh, cool! That's awesome.
They're very inspirational. We'll be back.
Cool.
We'll be back with Kelsey after the break.
Welcome back to The Drive Show. You're here with Emily and Taco, and we've got Kelsey here from We Band Together today talking about mental health. We just discussed in our previous segment a little bit about Kelsey's own personal journey with mental health and also how the Band Together website and community works. So for those of you who don't know or didn't listen in to the segment, this week I just recently opened up about my own mental health journey on the show, especially with anxiety and depression. I definitely can identify with, all the stories and stuff on the Band Together website. And I think it's such a great resource for people who are currently going through these issues to relate to as well. Because I know when I went through that, this sort of resource would have been awesome to kind of reference, I guess.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. And the website has an anonymous story share function. So if you do want to share your story but you're not comfortable with everyone knowing exactly who it's coming from, it's a great function to band together really and be a community.
Absolutely.
And there's a second part of the Band Together website which says wear your story. So Kelsey, what exactly is that?
Yeah, so wearing your story, basically to go back to our vision, is to lessen the effects of shame, isolation, and stigma and replace it with hope, solidarity, and belonging. So we really thought to ourselves, okay, how can we lessen the effects of stigma and encourage somebody feeling like they're belonging to something, belonging to a movement, a way in which they can feel a sense of solidarity, which of course is supporting our vision. So we started to think about the idea, okay, band together, it's a band, it's a bracelet. How can we represent part of people's stories, whether it be anxiety, depression, PTSD? We plan on introducing other colors representing other mental health struggles or mental health illnesses as we grow. But basically what it is currently we have 3 colors in our initial introduction because we've only been basically launched for a month. So bear with us kind of.
Only a month.
Yeah, only a month.
Oh,
The
wow.
beginning of February is when we launched. So things have definitely been really good so far, and we're encouraged by just the reception that people have given us, and so that's been great. But we have 3 colors. We have blue, which represents anxiety. Green represents PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And then orange right now represents depression. We also have a white bracelet, which is called our Overcomer bracelet. But it's kind of cool because what we really wanted to emphasize is that our struggle, our mental health illness, doesn't define us. So our anxiety is not us, our depression is not us, our PTSD is not us. So each bracelet has 3 white beads in it, including the Overcomer, all the colors, which represent the fact that at our core, we believe that we're all overcomers. And so it's just a really good reminder of, although I struggle with this and I have to fight for my mental health every day, I am an overcomer and I have a community around me and I'm not alone in my struggle. So that's really the essence of wearing your story and why we're very passionate about it.
It's such a great idea with the bracelets as well, and kind of, as you said, I guess, identifying, with the mental health issue, but also not letting it define you, which I think is something really important to do with mental health.
Definitely.
Yeah, and what's really cool about these bracelets as well is, we talk about mental health. There's a lot of awareness. There's a lot of positive thinking, and I think that is excellent. But what needs to happen, I think, now and into the future is there needs to be education, and there also needs to be some action plans to actually address some of the issues that are there, whether it be stigma, isolation, shame, lack of affordable counseling, affordable medication not being available. Like, these are legitimate problems. And so a lot of the, or portion of the proceeds actually go to support making counseling affordable. So it's kind of one of those things that we want to actually try and tackle in our small way, some of these issues that actually do exist too.
Yeah, and that's amazing, Kelsey. It's so great to hear that there is a support program out there for people. Just out there and all the way in Canada, which is great, but it's online, so anyone can access it, which is amazing.
Anybody in Australia,
exactly,
anywhere.
So we're going to
it's so cool because we've had followers on Instagram, Facebook from Australia, from the UK, from the US, from Canada. So it is truly an online community, which is amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, so we'll just cut to a short ad break now, but we'll be back.
You're back on Drive with Emily and Taco, and we're joined with Kelsey, who is from Band Together, which is an online website that is just the most amazing thing. So we've been talking about how the website, you can share your story anonymously, and you can also order bracelets from it that really, they're a tangible reminder that you're never alone in your struggles. And then there's the third section that I'm reading about now, and it says get connected. And so what does this mean?
Yeah, so getting connected is really, again, going to support our vision and providing people with a hope, right? I think one of the recent books that I read was talking about the power of the other. It was a book written by Dr. Henry Cloud, who's a psychologist, and he was talking about the power of being in good connection and community with people and how that really affects our healing journey. And so what we really wanted to establish with the connection is, okay, how can we support people in an online community with getting connected? Because it's not the same as going for coffee with somebody, right? Mm-hmm. So what we've established under the connection areas, we've established forums. So there are community forums that you can go in. Currently, we have 2 contributing counselors that are there as a resource. It's a free resource. People can go in and ask general questions to the counselors under the topics. It's not supposed to replace one-on-one counseling services, whether you're getting that online or you're doing that in person, but it's just an option for people if they have general questions, best practices, coping strategies, all those more general questions. Each topic, so we've basically separated the forums into specific mental health illnesses, whether that be depression, anxiety, PTSD, OCD, bipolar, anything else that you can think of, eating disorders, addictions, abuse-related stuff. It's all separated into topics, and then we have 2 subtopics, whether it be general discussion as well as the Ask the Counselor topic. So that's one area of the Get Connected. The other area is we have updated blog content every Monday. We have a registered dietitian currently providing blog content, and that goes back to the education component of mental health, as well as clinical counselors that are providing blog content as well. So that it really just allows people to feel like they're getting connected in a community, and they have people that understand and they can ask questions and kind of relate to.
Definitely.
Yeah. And for listeners out there who are interested in following the journey and joining the community, the website the Instagram handle is we_band_together. And on there, they've linked their website as well. So thank you so much to Kelsey for joining us today. I've learned so much through this call. And it's such an amazing resource for people struggling with mental health issues and, wanting to, reach out to like-minded people.
Definitely.
So,
it's been very uplifting to hear that this has only been going on since February, so it's great to see that you've already hit 974 followers. You guys are doing so well. So if anyone does want to see the website, it's www.bandtogethercommunity.com. So thanks again, Kelsey. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.